Eco9 is sponsored by your Washington area Toyota dealers.
In tonight's Eco9 report, we're taking a look at solar energy sites. Many of those sites take up farmland and open space.
Yeah, that's why one D.C. council member is pushing what he believes is a better idea. Environmental impact reporter Scott Broom explains.
Here is an example of the kind of solar development Ward 6 Councilmember Charles Allen says he'd like to see more of in the district. These are solar canopies over the large parking area outside Northwest Stadium in Landover. Canopies provide clean energy with huge added benefits. They provide shade and covered parking, and they don't require plowing up open space because they're over spaces that are already paved. Allen wants to know why D.C. doesn't do more of this, especially over playgrounds and other public spaces like bus shelters.
You can ask any parent in D.C. about what it's like to take their kid to a playground between the months of May and September, and you're likely to get two answers. It's too hot and there's no shade. So much so, it makes some of our public spaces unusable for significant amounts of the year.
Allen is proposing legislation directing the city to identify at least 20 new sites for solar canopies, but D.C.'s Department of General Services gently pushed back in a hearing today, noting that canopies are expensive to build and maintain, and they have to be done on sites big enough to generate electricity at scale of at least 40 kilowatts per project. A playground or a bus shelter just doesn't come close. Here's Jen Croft of D.C.'s Department of General Services.
Yeah, you could put a canopy over a playground, but it may be less expensive and may make more sense to install, or I should say plant trees near that playground. We don't want to take money away from the capital budgets that could be used toward other sustainability features.
It's built only 8 solar canopy sites in the past 10 years. Councilmember Allen says finding at least 20 new sites really should be no problem. His bill is headed for a vote later in the Transportation and Environment Committee. A date has not been set. Scott Broom, WUSA 9.